Hello everyone, it's time for Throwback Thursday, and today in Throwback Thursday, we're going to have some interesting facts about Power Rangers and about Marvel that you may or may not even know. Well anyways, first things first is that, for those who don't know, in the 80s, Stan Lee actually tried to get Power Rangers in the 80s. We would actually have started with Flashman, but of course things fell through. And of course, as you guys know, it didn't happen. Saban's found it, and I don't remember which series he saw. Maybe it was Flashman, or maybe it was the other one that skips my mind. But how Jaime Saban's actually said he found Power Rangers is that one day or one night in the hotel room only had 3 channels, and one of the channels was in fact showing Super Sentai. So he actually was laying in bed watching it, and he came with the idea saying, oh, this will be a good one to send to America. And that's when Power Rangers was actually first born, was actually in a hotel room. Of course, it was called something different, and I don't even want to get into what it was called first because it was a horrible name. But yes, we actually got Power Rangers from that hotel experience instead of actually going to a toy store or something like that. Well, anyways, more Power Ranger related is that we actually did have a Super Sentai come over before Power Rangers, and it was called Battle Fever 5. If everything checks out, I think it was on TNT, and they dubbed it in English, meaning, you know, all the freaking movies where it's like, the mouths don't match what they're saying. We must kung fu fight. Yeah, that one. So the worst part is that it was the series that is the biggest disgrace to Super Sentai, in my opinion, because they look weird. But of course, if Saban's knew, maybe for Super Mega Force, they could have done something which, oh my gosh, what a horrible debacle that is. The other funny part is that if Stan Lee was successful and he made it all the way to maybe in 1991, and that's when he ended his reign on Power Rangers in quotations, then the good news is that means that Saban's could actually buy all the stuff that he was doing, and that means Super Mega Force wouldn't be a horrible freaking question mark for kids saying, where did those Power Rangers come from? And the elder ones who actually watched Power Rangers from the very beginning won't actually scratch their heads saying, I don't fucking damn know. Woo! Well, anyways, a third thing that you need to know about Power Rangers in this subject is that Power Rangers. In Japan, they have a Super Sentai that actually makes fun of Super Sentai. And it was called Akiba Ranger. You ever wondered where my icon came from? Well, that's where it came from, folks. But anyways, when it comes to Akiba Ranger, we had season 2, episode 5, and we get to hear what Japan/Super Sentai thinks of Power Rangers. And their definition is that Power Rangers is a homage to that's just a short part of it, is that we're technically a homage to them. They believe that we are giving a tribute to their Super Sentai, and that's what they believe. Or at least that's what Toei Productions believe. Well, anyways, it's a very good episode, and what's even crazier is that they actually appreciate Saban's, and they actually show up a middle finger for freaking Disney, because Disney was not even mentioned in that series. All they did was actually show Mighty Morphin Power Rangers all the way to Wild Force. So that means as soon as Disney took hold, they're like, you Disney. And don't even mention the fact of Disney had the rest of the ones, which it would have been cool if they would have done Disney as well. It would be cool if they actually did a part 2 of that, where you actually have Disney involved, and that would be cool, because then they're going to have to fight with cartoon version of Power Rangers/Super Sentai, which that would have been cool. That would have been freaking cool. And then they have to make a messed up version of Mickey Mouse, and that would have been kind of fun. That would have been a fun episode. But of course, technically, Disney had some issues with Toei. So why not we get into that too before I go to the other one? So when it comes to that one, we have Disney, and this is technically still a rumor, but I think it's true. What Disney did when it came to Shikinger, aka Power Rangers Samurai, they went to Toei Productions and asked, can we make it into a cartoon? And of course, Toei Productions said no. And because Toei Productions said no, Disney was like, skit, we're going to burn it all to the ground. Let's just rerun the first 3 seasons of Power Rangers, refurbish them, and then after that, Power Rangers is dead, we're out, peace. And that's what they were planning to do. But of course, Saban saved the day. And what's even more funny is just the fact that Toei Productions actually did do a chibi anime of Shikinger. So that's like a big, even more plus middle finger to Disney. So that's kind of cool. And of course, last but not least, is the good, interesting part of that Stan Lee was agreeing with Michael Jackson to actually allow him to buy the rights to Spider-Man, and Michael Jackson actually would play as Spider-Man in, I don't know, maybe a movie. I'm not sure on that part. But yes, they actually tried to get him the rights, and it didn't really work as planned. But hey, it is technically a good story to tell. I think that's about all that I can tell you on this topic. So anyways, thank you for watching, and for anyone who actually wants even more information, click that like button, and I might even do a part 2 of any more interesting ideas from Power Rangers. Like for instance, oh wait, I do have a video that actually talks about another thing, but it will be a childhood ruin, sadly. But anyways, thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for the next Throwback Thursday.